Right, you're an off-road guy.
Yeah.
What are these cars called?
I don't know.
Can we have a 4x4? We needed a
Stroll up.
needed a bit in the comments about it. Like, need people to
4x4.
comment. You a 4x4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a Suzuki Jimny 4x4.
Is that a Jeep?
It's a Jeep.
SUV? That's an SUV.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another ILB Drivers Club podcast. Today we are back in the office. It's only 4 days since the last podcast went up. 3 days? 4 days? Don't know.
No idea.
But we are deciding to take these to an every other week affair. And we decided, since Tom was such great fun on the last podcast, we brought him back again. But he's dyed his hair.
Yeah, I did. Just thought to really confuse people. They'd be like, you brought him back, but he's different.
He's like different.
Technically a
It
different
looks like
person.
it's a lot further time has passed.
A lot further time.
A lot further time.
A lot further time.
I'm not even the one drinking. And of course, highly requested, which is my favorite slogan to say in all these podcasts, is Shaun Steenson.
I'm just happy to be here.
Shaun's not dead. That's
He's
what I
alive,
find
like.
I'm just here alive, like, who knew?
He's always like that,
Yeah.
though. He's always
They were like, Tom was really good last week, but we just need something more.
something more, a little bit.
Tom, dye your hair and we'll get Shaun on. And we'll really just make it complete.
Last week went so well. We're like, how can we make it better?
need to, like, build on it.
The next one, 6 of us.
Just you dye your hair now?
Just you,
No, you don't.
What colour am I going for?
do blonde, I'll dye my hair brown, and then
Deal.
we'll really throw people.
Yeah, I think that would look good on me.
Okay, do it. Do the beard as well.
No, I like a ginger. Speaking of which, James, you had a shave since the last one.
Here, James
Oh,
is
yeah,
here.
actually, yeah, I did.
Shaved the beard.
I did. Yeah.
It's funny because I was watching it back and I was like, James looks scruffy.
Yeah.
It's like,
I didn't say scruffy, I just said James has a beard. And I was
okay.
like,
You're a bit more politically correct than I am.
Scruffy.
I'm definitely like straight out, he's scruffy.
I was just trying to write. Like,
I think you
it
look
wasn't
good.
for me.
You looked alright, like.
it's not for me
Suited
either,
the
but I
Jeep.
have no choice. You know.
Why? Have you got
I
something
look ugly
weird going
without
under
it.
it?
I've no chin.
You get mistaken for a child.
Jawline, chin, nothing.
That's just all neck.
Why is that 4-year-old driving that car?
I would actually be amazed to see you without a beard at this point.
But I done it once, do you remember? There's actually one of the vlogs when I don't get a beard and like you're using it the whole time.
I take snapshots of you, and every time you're in the photo, I'm drawn on your beard.
Yeah. And from then I never shaved it again.
Probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, anyway, welcome, Shaun, to the podcast. It's good to have you here. Glad that you're, a part of this fine experience.
Yeah.
This
Should we
massive
ma-
setup.
Should we mention that it took over 2 hours to set the podcast up today?
Well, it was supposed to start at 4 and it's now 6. Which is good, like.
It is.
It was alright.
Well, we've now got a Jamie. Have you ever watched Joe Rogan's podcast? We have a Jamie. Basically, Cameron has aspired. Well, I thought this was what he aspired to be. Like he told me like months ago he wanted to be the Jamie in the podcast, and then he walked in today. I was like, all right, Jamie. And he was like, who's Jamie?
Even I was like, who's Jimmy? But then at the back of my mind, I thought maybe.
So he's
Joe Rogan.
so Cameron's gonna be sitting at the end. He's kind of editing this live to make this. So hopefully we can get these out a bit faster
Streamlined.
every 2 weeks. That's what we're aiming for.
He's over there just bashing
He's
buttons right now. I have no idea what's going on.
Press that wee screen chooser, like he's like.
We have the
Choosing all
iPad
off, like.
back, so we can pull up some images and talk about images. So if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts,
Sorry.
flick on over to YouTube and
Watch it while you're driving.
watch it while you're driving.
Just imagine what we're. No, just imagine it.
Yeah. Spotify only in the house with the screen.
Yeah.
Of course.
So here, didn't even mention the James is here as well, like, did we? Like,
Yeah, sure, I had a beard.
We,
Yeah, we had a
touched
beard.
on the beard, but like, went around the introductions and I was like,
Stop it, Shaun. He's such a
Stop
And then I
it,
feel like
Shaun
it's a
is like-
given that James is here.
it's never a given.
You can't get
Don't
rid of
take
me.
James for granted.
There's only one time I missed a car show. I slept in that night before. Only one time.
That's right.
That's a pretty good track record,
You're not
like.
playing and all, and you didn't go.
I actually had really waxy ears at the time and didn't hear my alarm go off.
That's actually a true story.
It's a really
Yeah.
gross story.
It is.
Did you get the wax out?
James, tell us about the wax.
Yeah, what did you do?
I just have incredibly waxy ears. It builds up
Right now?
all the time.
Oh.
Sometimes I just wake up and I can't hear anything. And then I have to get the shovel out.
Do you do that thing where you stick a candle in your ear and it,
I have
like,
never done that. That is for psychopaths.
I've heard of this and it looks
What?
good. I'd like
I've
to try it.
seen someone on my Instagram doing that, and I was like, "What are they at here?"
I have this bit that looks like a drill bit, and you like screw it into your ear, and it like screws it along the.
Did you get a lot
path of
out?
mine.
That's
What?
Like, you imagine like a boring drill, like that
And you put
digs
that,
tunnels.
you put that into your ear.
Not fully in, but like in a wee bit, and like
So like when they say don't put Q-tips in the right way, you're just drilling.
He's
your
got like
ear.
a full electric
it,
drill.
like, it doesn't go in any further. It just goes into one point, and then you screw it, and then it comes out.
Is it an actual thing, or did you like?
No,
This
they're
freaks me
actual
out.
things.
That
He made it
freaks
like-
me out.
And so he's like, no, that looks fine. Like one of
This
those wee
might work.
Christmas tree drill bits. He's just like, that's fine.
the Dremel.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
Well, I
this
know we
is
said
not
we're going
free,
to talk
like-
about
There you go.
anything really.
What about that?
What an
That's-
opener, like waxy ears.
That's gross. That's
Dude,
a level.
Does anyone
Don't be-
else have wax ears?
Don't be ashamed, guys.
Does anyone else have wax ears?
Not
Shaun?
at all. Clean as a button. I get in the shower. Head sideways. Just let.
So Big C brought us in some pillows for the podcast because every single one of us has been sitting here, except for me, for 2 hours, and our asses are aching.
As Sean said, hammer clean off him.
That was
Bring-
the word they used.
Brings us in these pillows that he has in his car, which I still don't know why he has them. And they absolutely stink of red diesel.
He goes, no, they were for his bike. He goes, I've got pillows in my car from a bike, which was.
I
not
thought he
a-
was riding a bike with a pillow.
Is in case he falls off.
But why?
Is there a distinguishable smell difference between red diesel and clear diesel, or are we just?
Assuming.
Yeah, it's all on the crime.
You just you just don't smell that normal diesel that often. Like 'cause
Red diesel smells
people
like
don't
free
drive
tax.
around with drums of it in their boot.
Well, they do if they're from Lagerfeld.
No, it's red diesel.
What? No, the white diesel. Oh, sorry, no one does that. It's all in the pumps.
Nowhere else.
Where like normal people get it from.
Me and Tom were riding our bikes yesterday and stopped at the petrol station, to fill them up, 'cause that's obviously what we do.
That's
And
right.
was sitting filling mine up, and then looked over to him, and he had put £2.50 in his,
Yeah.
and I had put £2.30 in mine.
230. Did it? I forgot to
Efficient.
tell you the where I was like stopped was full of like either diesel or petrol. So whenever I stopped, put my feet down, I like skipped forward, and I was holding the petrol pump and like sliding. Oh, it was pretty bad, like. But it's pretty cool. You can just sit in the bike and fill her up. You're like,
Yeah. Off you pop again.
that's
Efficient.
it. It is efficient. It's
Just even
good.
go and pay for it, or just straight away.
Well, was it
That's
the
you
go
off?
guard? So you just
How much
Don't-
fuel like would that get you? Like £2 something? Like how much distance? I mean, sorry.
I have absolutely no idea.
no,
We
no
we
fuel
did
gauge on your
some.
thing,
How
like.
far did we go?
Well, when did you run out, or did you run out yet?
Didn't run out. Is your bike? Well, yours has no fuel gauge, but mine only used like 2 bars on the wee.
Why did you like driving along the road and you're just like, I need £2 worth of petrol? Just decided to pull in, or
Isn't the
was that
minimum like a
cons-
fiver?
We were about to go for a jump.
It's not a lawnmower, like
No, yeah, so I put my fiver.
a fiver.
Yeah. We do the go guards and it like takes £1 out and then it does.
And
the
then a
rest
week
of it.
later,
Ah,
takes the rest when
That's
you've
why
got
you
money.
do it in the last day before payday. If you're broke, you go on tanker and you're like, I'll come out tomorrow. Like,
Yeah. Next week I'll try and take the 20 quid.
good
Does
luck.
it give you like a voucher for £1 then?
Yeah, like if you do it in Monzo as well, it comes up. It says £1 was taken off your
Yeah.
account. Which
He
is
He just
really
wants to
weird.
know you're not completely broke.
Yeah,
But then once it tries to actually take the money,
jokes on them.
Suckers.
you're already away.
That's right. My mum's texted me there. She said her cat hadn't turned up. She was panicking, and then literally has just turned up. So sorry, we can
I had a
continue.
dream last night that someone stole my cat. Like
That's
my
pretty
parents
wild.
had cat, obviously hat.
Hat cat.
How weird's that?
That's kind of weird.
There you go.
As it was all fine
Relatable.
though.
Knew this was going to happen.
What's
don't
that
know.
where you like
Deja vu.
can foresee the future?
See in the
Pre-sight?
future. See-
It's just that.
Just that thing.
And see the future.
it's see in the future.
That's what it is.
Shaun, what we always do when we have somebody on the podcast is we try and figure out how the hell we know them
Mm.
and where
like-
you were, where we were when we first met. Slash. No, that's basically just that bit.
Just where we met.
It's that time whenever you went to
And
Hong
how we
Kong.
Well, how did you meet Shaun?
You went to Hong Kong, then I got new mates.
And
Yeah.
he's one of the new mates.
Yeah, he was in that gang.
Yeah, we saw James, rolling about on his own on his wee bike, and we were on our wee bikes. So naturally, we let James in with us.
Is that actually what happened?
It's kind of
They
we
just
became-
wanted me to buy a drink for them. So
It's true, yeah.
a couple of years older, and I just bought them alcohol.
Really? Did
But
you
yeah.
buy the drink? Did you?
No. We probably hung out whenever you were a lot younger. Remember there was before BMXing was a thing. We hung out with you.
It wasn't invented.
You were on a mountain bike.
Oh yeah, actually, because you were BMXing, James had hair like locks down to his back, really curly and all, with his wee beanie, with the wee peak on it.
Oh, I
Beanie
had
ones.
one of them.
Like-
Like,
Yeah,
I had one of them.
that's how his boot
The
cut
wee
jeans.
beanie with the wee. Where did super dry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Oh, man, that was such a
call
habit.
that?
I think I still have one.
When you used to come to my house all the time, my mum and dad didn't know your name. So
Yeah,
they
they just called me
you.
Haga.
They just called you the hat. No, it's just the hat.
I reckon I can still go buy the hat.
The hat's not bad. I get ears. When people's parents don't know me, they're like, ears. It's like, well,
There's ears.
there's
the
ears.
hat.
There's ears in the hat.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yo, hat guy. Your ears
Hey,
guy.
hat guy.
What's up?
So the,
I actually ended up buying you a Dub Corps hat one year for Christmas. Remember that?
Yeah, I think I still got that somewhere. Like
was
that.
it in that same style?
Yeah,
it was
with the
similar,
peak.
like the ear,
Knitted
earmuffs and
beanie
all.
with peak.
Why would you ever need a peak on your beanie, like for those sunny
the
winter
sun.
days?
But it was so small as well. Yeah, it just isn't useful.
I was just like a literally. But then, what way did you wear it backwards or sideways? Because I think if
Oh
you
no,
wore
I changed it up
do
regularly.
you,
Like.
sideways was
Or
the way
like
to do
that.
it, like
45.
45.
Absolute G.
Do you have a photo of James in his hat?
I'm sure on my Facebook. If you go back far enough, you'll find one.
I don't have that Facebook app on this iPad.
You'd have to go really far back.
Sure,
to-
you
I'll do
find
you-
one there.
talk
don't-
away.
Scroll through it.
Sean, how'd you first? So
Oh yeah, sorry.
the bikes. That's how you were.
Yeah, so we all mountain biked and James BMX, and then we all started BMXing. So this was like me, Ryan, JP.
Yeah.
They thought I
Then
was,
we got on the BMXs. Who else?
and you thought that was that cool that you would take up.
Yeah,
what
we're
I was
like, he
doing.
looks really
Completely
cool on his
different
bike.
sport.
So we started doing that, and then Adam. I
Hey.
don't know how we met.
See, I was.
But it was obviously through James. I think that's how we got
Mm.
to know everyone else through James.
So whenever we were,
So it's quite a while. It's a long time ago then.
Oh yeah,
Fair play.
like 8 years ago. I'm gonna go for. What do you reckon?
There you go. And but you've been doing bits for ILB as well. Like you've been in quite a few vlogs,
Yeah,
quite a few trips over to England.
good
car
few shows doing the shop, giving everyone service with a happy smile, kind of.
Great customer service. Yeah.
Great
yeah,
customer
yeah.
service.
Everyone always really likes you in the vlogs. I don't like. I was presenting.
You said
Absolute,
that.
absolute
I
gentleman.
don't know
that's
why.
I don't get it.
No, I do know why, but like, there's not like one reason. It's just like
Yeah, that's the reason why people like Sean.
you had quite the following.
It's that one.
he does know. Everyone loves him.
Everyone does it. It's
Great.
great.
Everyone's like, "Yo, what happened to the wee man?"
You know what happened to the wee small
And
fella?
you're like, I have no
Do you
idea.
remember that episode where you were? Was it you and Robbie were gonna have that UFC fight?
Yeah.
No, you had two. There was two. There was the one at
Why did that
Dixon.
never actually happen? Like that.
And
Was,
then there was
we
one
had a few
somewhere
like
else.
prelim scraps,
Yeah.
you know, before it.
You had a couple of like warm up.
No reference off them. We just kind of went at it.
Yeah.
never got taken to the ground. There was always like.
Everyone saying just digs.
Yeah. And it was good. Like, well, I remember the first time I met you was Harmony Hill car show.
Is that where it would have
That
been?
was the first time I think I probably met you, and we went to the Spar to get Subway and cigarettes, and they ID'd me for cigarettes, but didn't ID you, and like just before you had the beard, so you had. I was just like, "You
I had a beard or no
no, you
beard?
had no beard.
Ah.
So like it was they ID'd me,
Please, sir, can I have some cigarettes?
and you were standing beside me like my son.
Yeah, but Sean walked up and was like, "All right, give us some cigarette."
What's
Very good. 20 on.
And I asked for Marlboro Reds.
Yeah, do you remember this?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Here's a photo of James in the hat.
This is the Dub Corps hat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I couldn't find any other one.
he was
but-
all biz with his new hat. Got a picture on it.
Oh. He looks good there. Like
Were they actually your
He looks like someone out of
Nah.
Skins.
they look like the glasses I have now.
James was just before his time.
There you go.
What's that in your mouth, James?
I
Lollipop?
believe it's a cocktail stick.
Cocktail stick.
Dirty,
Very,
very dirty, very dirty window. There.
cowboyish.
There you go. Thanks for that, James. Looks
Absolutely
good.
no problem.
So sorry if that was an abrupt stop there because our new podcast setup completely fucked us up basically. we
Technical
just talked on
difficulties.
15 minutes there and none of it was recorded. Jamie?
You're sacked, kid.
No, so what we were talking about, which we can just start again, was basically I think there was some stuff we were looking at James's image, but it was how we met Sean.
Yeah.
Car history.
We have to go over this.
Oh.
Right,
Your
how we
cars?
first met. Right, what do we want to start with? The cars or how we met? How we met?
Let's go with the cars. James asked you all your
Here we go.
previous cars.
Sean, do you want to tell us a bit about your car history?
Yes, please.
I've been dying to all day.
Let's get started. So it's not that exciting, but there is some excitement to it, I would say. So first two cars. Didn't buy them at the same time. But I had a 5-door.
What do you mean? You can't just spoil the joke that he had said last time, so we can't use it again.
Listen, I'm trying my best.
Alright, tell us what the car is.
It was a Renault Megane.
It's two random.
Two.
There
Was
fi-
this guy
there's two random
specifically specialising in them?
Did you buy two at the same time?
I didn't buy two at the same time.
Ah.
I bought one, and then it was so good, kind of. I had to have another one.
Once you
So
have one.
first one was a 5-door blue,
I actually had a name.
the Blue Flash. My dad named.
Yes, we didn't get that in the previous story.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
The blue.
I remember my dad named it the Blue Flash. I don't know
What
if
a
he thought
name.
it was really quick or
Nope.
he's actually the one. So it had 30 mil springs all around, and he's the one that fitted them originally.
Right.
He was just like, you know what this needs, but the
Lowered.
speed needs it needs
lowered
lowered. It needs that
ever so
performance
slightly.
just slightly better.
Just people question and go, is it? Might be. Don't know. Could it be?
Exactly. So I had that. It was a blue, 1.5 DCI, so fairly pulled. And then, so one of the
Big
things
yawn there,
was
sorry about that.
I just got it, and I was on the art plates. I didn't know a lot about cars. Still don't. But this was even worse.
Really honest. I like
Yeah,
it.
well, that's true. man.
It's just the way it is. So I tried to jack up the car because it had a flat tire, and I was like, I'm gonna change
Do it
it.
yourself.
No problem.
Man
Yeah.
of the world.
Put the jack under. Where to put it? Right in the middle
I
of
like
the
the
car.
arm movement that you did there to demonstrate you put
That's
the
me
jack
sticking the
on there.
jack in. Maybe that was
Just
the first
like-
mistake.
Door open underneath the door and all.
Put the
Like,
jack in, close the eyes, started wheeling her up.
that's her
It
by.
was one of them ones you get with the car, so it took a while. Jacking it up, and then all of a sudden, the McGann swallows the jack. Jack's nowhere to be seen. I know where it went.
What was the purpose of using the jack? Was there a need, or were you just?
I need to change the wheel.
All right.
Do you think it was just jacking it up?
Wow.
He was
We
just
just-
like
we just
going out
changed one wheel,
mechanicking
or-
for the day. He was
Yeah, I
just-
had a flat, so I just wanted to.
Oh, you're fixing the flat tire now? or?
I'm getting it. I'm just putting the spare on, not
Not
fixing
bad.
any tires.
So it completely swallowed it.
Completely swallowed it. I was
Into
like,
the
where'd
cell.
that jack go? And then turns out it's inside.
inside the car. So like, did it properly like suck it in?
Yeah, like I couldn't see much of the jack. It was a big hole, to say the least.
The whole car was being lifted, yeah?
Yeah, and then
it
it
was
wasn't.
off the ground. Then all of a sudden the sill was up in, the jack was up inside the sill.
Yeah, there's me. That jack must have broken.
Like the
Wasn't
cars
that-
to the car came like back down.
Yeah,
Did you think the jacket broke?
sort of. Yeah, but then I realized the jack was hanging out of the sill.
Maybe there was a noise to indicate the error that it
Me,
occurred.
I'm like, that's
Where'd
probably not
that
supposed
go?
to happen, is it?
It's weird, Jack.
Did you, get
Like,
did you get your dad out to have a look at it?
No, I did not. He wouldn't want to see the blue flash in that state. So wheeled it back down, pulled it out of the cell, and then realized there's jacking points. That's where I needed to be,
yeah.
but it wasn't. So I took it to body shops and all, and they were asking,
How did that happen?
what happened here? And I was like, it's a long story. It's that
Drive-by
story.
shooting.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember it being fixed.
It was definitely fixed.
Was it?
Eventually, yeah. Had to get her minted again. Like, could be rolling about
Can
now.
we run about what like,
All them doors would be wasted. So after that, what other car I had? Is there
Well,
anything
there's
else
a
with
couple
it?
more.
3-door. You went to the 3.
I had there's more, yeah, to the
There's a
5-door, I
couple
guess.
more highlights that the Blue Flash had in
Yeah,
its
so-
lifetime. Like,
Not a
Right.
highlight, but it's a feature of the car. It had a water feature
Oh yeah.
in the passenger side door card.
natural
So,
spring water.
yeah, exactly. I don't know where the water was coming from.
Don't
It
question
was
it.
Didn't rain in a while, still there.
like properly sloshed about. Like whenever you braked, it was just
Every now and then I had to go out, get the sponge, empty her out every
You not
day.
drill a hole in the bottom of the door or put the jack through it again. Then.
I didn't want to get the jack out.
Where did you think it was from?
I don't know.
Where did
Maybe the washer jets.
like it wasn't like
So I was filling her up.
Is that what you would call them though?
Well,
Like, is that what you call your washer jets?
the squashers.
So if you're listening at home, because we already told that story, he said squashers the first time, and we were just trying
Lost
to
our
get
shit.
What was he going
like-
for? The washer jets?
Yeah.
No,
Screen
screen
wash.
screen
Screen
washers,
wash.
screen
Squash-
washers, squashers. Like,
Squashers.
That's for everyone to use if they want it.
that's a good one. Like,
Did anyone use that?
Everyone can use it. Yeah, it's free.
Very kind of you.
So yeah, that water was there. So any time we'd gone over a bump or something, you'd get soaked.
How the hell would the washing jet fluid get into the
it's a French
door
car.
pocket?
It's like you
In
never
a French
know
car,
what
it
way
might have
they,
been
like,
just
they just wire straight through the doors. Like,
goes through the mains straight in there.
so you could fill her up while you're driving.
Yeah. So that was good. Then one day I was driving to work in it, and the passenger side window just shattered to bits.
at
Don't know what
speed.
That's good, maybe 50.
I feel like Shaun actually just sent me a photo of it, like as he was still driving, just like this year. He was just like, look what just happened.
Yeah, I pulled over and I got out and all, to look around like, who did it?
Who did it?
Not that I was going to do anything, but I was saying, who did it?
How dare you?
Looking around me.
fucking money is.
Did you like stop like 3 miles up the road?
I didn't make sure I
would've
didn't
got
see
out of
anyone.
work- Got out at work and he was just like, someone.
Just so other drivers could see me, like, oh.
Can you imagine driving along the motorway and your window just smashed?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, so turned around, went home. Didn't go into work.
Can't
It
emotionally,
worked,
What do you mean you didn't go into work?
emotionally
Hey, I was
scarred.
like, listen, something's kicked off.
Like, I've just been attacked.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's not good.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, so I didn't go to work that day.
That's
Not
fair
at
enough.
all the whole day.
Nah. I was like, it's glass everywhere. I can't drive that car. I'm meant to get there.
You're almost there.
Well, like it's got all the glass and all the water on the passenger side. It's
Yeah, it was a bad mix.
dangerous.
not fit
Everything
for,
going in,
for
holding
use,
myself.
like, yeah.
That left-hand side of the car was haunted. 100%.
Yeah, and then when I had the 30mm springs in too, the back ones give way at some point. I was a bit sporty in it, so they broke. And then I put the old ones back in, and then she had quite the stance on it,
Sweet rake.
just like that. Yeah,
I like that. Like
better for the drag racing.
Drag racing,
the Blue
aerodynamics.
Flash really got the spread
well,
its wings at that point.
no window and nose down stance was probably.
It was perfect.
Was the back down? Yeah.
No, the back was high
up.
up.
He put the
Oh,
standard
back
ones
was
in,
up,
so she
or-
was.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant whenever it was actually broke.
Nose right down.
no
Did they
offense,
both
but-
go at the same time?
Both what?
Both springs?
I don't know. I think, but it'd be worse if I just put one in.
But it
She
would be
wouldn't be as
something.
sporty then.
Yeah, but it would
Just
be something
wondering
they
if
would
like,
do.
they
Like,
both broke at the same time. It's like,
if it would be what
No, I
he would
think it
do,
was
but
one
I
of them
just
broke.
put one
Okay.
standard one back in, broken window, door full of water, hole in the cell in the cars. It's like full
At
clown
least
car.
I get the water out. It just spill out. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So after all seven was all said and done,
I can't do this anymore.
I was like, I can't have that Megane anymore.
Too much motor.
I was like, I need a 3-door Megane. That's what I went and bought.
that's where it's going wrong.
Too
I
many
didn't have the
doors.
3-door. I had too many doors.
There's too many doors.
Too many doors, too many.
That was the issue.
Too much
many
problems.
issues
Like
possible.
Yeah, so got the 3-door one, got another set of 30mm springs.
you're all about those 30s.
Again,
Not too much, not too
Not too much. Yeah, just right in the middle, like you know.
just perfect.
That's actually what it says in the advertisement. Lower
Not
springs.
too much, not too little.
Aye,
Just perfect.
Just perfect. People will question. They'll
Bit
be
like
like,
Shaun.
there you go.
"Hey,
There you go.
there you go."
That's why I had them.
That's what he's got tattooed in his back.
30mm all around. Doesn't make sense, but that's what I went for. What did I get after that?
Did anything happen with the
Was not-
3-door?
yeah, it was a red one
Job,
just-
To be honest, I didn't have as many problems with the 3-door. Obviously, a few electrical issues, but
Well, you'd obviously
I
learned
signed
your
up for that when I
lesson.
bought it.
You'd learned all your where you gone wrong with the 5-door. So
Exactly.
you're
I
like,
kept a sponge in there. I knew how to use the jack.
Stayed away from bad neighborhoods that threw stones.
I didn't throw a kettle on the windows.
bulletproof windows.
Yeah. So had that. All was fine. Then I got a Volvo C30. Same as the one Adam had, pretty much.
No, yours
but
is better. You had the T5.
it didn't look better. Like the color was
It was two-tone.
It was.
In- Interesting,
It was
I would
like
say.
champagne
Oh,
over
yeah,
brown
champagne
or
and
something.
brown.
yeah, champagne. and
That
the-
was like their signature color. The C30s.
the champagne.
And you had the you know the way the skirts were all different colors.
Yeah, they were like brown.
Yeah,
it was
so
two-tone.
like this was like this thing. Volvo were like, you know, what would be class if the skirts were different than
Yeah.
the body.
It was like an
Two-tone's great,
all road
like.
for its time
Yeah.
maybe. In the Volvo.
Because that's I think the original ones came out like that, and then they started doing them as solid colors as
Yeah.
well.
Because they're like, wow, that looks terrible.
James.
James.
No, I did look at it sometimes. Like, I kind of like that, and then I was like, I don't know if I do.
Yeah, the T5.
But yeah, it was
Good
the T5,
engine.
so yeah,
Oh, what's
that's the
that?
engine.
2.5 5-cylinder.
Yeah,
They sound good.
That was pretty cool.
5-cylinder noises are great.
I did sound
It
very
did
good.
sound nice. That's what kind
Put
of
some very nice Lauren springs into it. I hope.
30s?
This time I actually went a bit more than 30.
No way.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Coilovers.
Wind them down,
Through
30
the
mil.
men, right down. And then Adam, you'll know the top mounts just never
Ah,
shut up from that point on.
C30 shit top mounts out of the thing. Yeah, no, must be just the way the suspension is. Too much pressure in the top. Like,
Should have just gone 30 mil.
well,
That's-
actually, should have just got aluminium top mounts.
Yeah, wasn't playing about
I
that.
know they existed back then,
But we just dealt with the squeak and it was
I
fine.
I just kept buying like the ones out of I think Fifes was it or something.
Mm-hmm. kept replacing
£30, £35 top mounts. Just kept replacing.
Kept
them.
throwing them in. Actually, I remember you
Replaced
saying
them
you
like
were
toilet
always
roll.
doing top mounts in it.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare, like.
And you put Miltech on it?
Yep. Then got a Miltech for it, and then that's where it sounded good. Then
It did sound good.
it was all about it. That's all done to it. That
Got
is
rid of
the
it.
most modified car I've owned.
Womp, womp, womp.
That was the highlight.
That was your peak.
That was my peak.
Well, it
kinda.
wasn't the peak car.
Yeah.
It wasn't a peak car, yeah, but it was the most adult.
Peak was
one.
modified.
And I had an air filter for it as well.
And you bought wheels.
Whoa.
Never put them on, but you bought them.
Whoa.
Yeah, I bought.
Why did you not mention that at the start?
K&N,
You bought.
It was OZ Ultra Tegras.
Ultra
Was there
Leggers,
wheels on it too?
Super
No,
Leggers.
he
No,
didn't
I
have
bought
them
some.
on it. He bought them.
You
Oh.
bought them?
Yeah, I bought them.
Well, that's the best place
And then
to have
ju-
your wheels.
And when you see the guy that shipped them to me, he shipped them with a spider's nest in it. I've never seen so many spiders on a wheel.
Where'd he ship them from?
Somewhere horrible. Or somewhere horrible in England.
Oh, right. I was gonna say from Australia.
Somewhere horrible, England.
That's where they came from.
That's hectic.
Right, it's-
No, in England.
I was gonna say the majority of ILB base are just
It
or
was
ILB
a bad part of
followers.
England then. But wow. The spiders in this. I got power hosed them and all, and then what did they do? They came back. I think I cracked an egg in there. Like, it was
How
so
many were in there?
Spiders?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
So is that why you never put them
Were
on?
they tiny? Really small?
Yeah, these things were brand new, but there was one big one.
Brand new.
The
Brand new
wheels
spider.
or the spiders?
The spiders, the wheels were
Some
not
wee
new.
old looking one.
The wheels were a bit paid out, but the spiders new.
They
See,
were
if I
new.
had opened that box and seen them, I would have just said.
I didn't notice at first.
Send
It was when I
back.
hosed them, they came out,
Yeah.
and then I was going to get,
Hey, why are you washing my home?
and I was going to get tires on them, and I noticed they were there, and then I just give them to the guy. Take them there.
Did you get tires on them?
No, I was getting tires off them. He sent me with tires on them.
And spider.
Do you know what I don't want on my wheels? Tires. Get them
No.
off.
Don't want the tires on them,
I
like.
don't want to put these on a car.
Because I'm
I
not
just
putting them.
want
Yeah,
these
I
to
just
sit.
want them. Yeah. So I
Didn't
don't
sit
need the
well with
tires.
tires. Get them off.
Did they ever
them
go
on.
in the car?
No, so they never went on.
You know why?
And I sold them. No
Didn't have
tires.
tires on them.
I put them on the car, and she just didn't handle as well.
You didn't know how to use a jack
spiders
to put
just
the tires
weren't-
on.
They
just
ruined
didn't
it.
do enough.
Yeah. Well, so I had them, got rid of them, got rid of the Volvo. It was gone. And then I got a bit of a scrapper at that point. I paid. Not all scrappers are Polo 6N2s because
No, just be careful what you're saying here. Like, they have a
Tom
special
had
place
quite
in
a
my
nice
heart.
one, but mine was not that. Yeah.
Tom was nice.
Was nice at one point.
Issues. 1 point. What was engine was in yours when you got it?
Like it was a 1.4.
That's the one I had.
The MPI.
You know about the engine then.
It's like a wee sewing machine.
Yeah. 60 horsepower. It took you
Pure
nowhere.
fury. Like.
Then the tappets just constantly.
Aye. Just put thicker oil in it.
Yeah.
Sweet tea.
Kind of the only thing I remember from having that was everyone.
Was that the you? Did you? Is this the one you put a decent amount of money into for the worth of it?
Yeah, definitely relative to the worth. So I bought it for 400, maybe spent 200 on it, and Gaza had done all the work. He probably bought a new kitchen, you know, from all that money I was giving him.
I could have sworn you put so much more money into it.
It might have
than
been.
£200.
Maybe 400. Maybe the worth
I
of the
do
car I
remember-
probably put into it.
So obviously you just doubled the money there.
Double the
maybe.
value.
How much
like.
did you put into it?
Listen, I loved it so much. I wasn't
Gaza
about
loved
to
it
fail.
too. Like
He
the amount of
did.
money he was making off that.
Ordering
What do you
new-
need now,
ordering
Shaun?
new sofas and all, and
Change
Change
the 30 mil
change the
springs.
rubbers in the passenger door, will you?
Did I have 30 mil springs?
I didn't know. Didn't get that far,
Ah.
but didn't modify much. Mainly just fixed it.
Then sold her on.
Exhaust was hanging off it and all sorts.
Flipping cars, were you?
Flipping cars, not well though. Not like Tom here. I was losing money.
When did you get? Maybe I'm jumping ahead of it. When did you get the chimney?
Oh,
wow.
Do you remember you had a gym?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you it was such
That's
a good,
good.
idea.
Oh yeah, we can go straight to the
that
chimney.
was right.
Well, maybe we need to go through. So after,
Was it not after the?
after the Polo, I got a GT86.
Right, I thought it was after that, so I skipped
It was
one.
after,
Right.
yeah.
Polo's the one I crashed into.
Yeah, so the Polo. Yeah, so we all kind of had like scrappers at the time. Well, James did, and some of our other
Well,
friends like Ryan.
That's James'
Best
normal
car I've ever owned.
James had that car for 4 years. You're just calling it a scrapper.
It
We
was
just
the
bought
best
them for the joke, like.
Well, you know, we all had scrappers at the time. James did.
James loved that car.
He
like.
did, didn't he?
I did. It was a fantastic machine.
There's
Absolutely.
talk of James getting that car back. You know, I'm pretty sure recently.
Did really tight donuts.
Who's still got it now? It's your sister got it. UHRV.
Yeah.
Is it still going?
No.
James,
It's in the driveway. I gotta give it to Ben.
he was yeah, he was the other day. He was trying to like.
Ben was like, has
shit
anyone
it
got
up.
any shit cars? And I was like, yeah, well, actually,
Yes.
Just said it's shit.
Well, it is now. It wasn't
Yeah.
then.
It
Yeah.
was in its prime.
In the
I had
herd.
videos of it doing donuts. Like,
Well, anyway, I was
Because that fixes everything.
100%.
if you can do it on a
At
car.
least you got a tight diff.
and it made the
in
funny
Northern Ireland.
noises.
Man, oh yeah, it
What
had
was
like
that?
it had like a weird 4-wheel drive system where if it lost traction to one of the front wheels, it would engage the rear wheels. But it was like a, I don't know what kind of diff, not like a transfer case or anything,
Oh, like
but yeah, whatever it was, didn't have any oil in it, so it made a really awful squeal whenever it went into 4-wheel drive. So like,
When did your dad said it was? He thought it was the tires. Did he not say, I think it's just the tires? Yeah, I'm not sure he told me that.
I don't remember
I think it's just the tires.
Give it that.
Sounds like a bit of tires. Take them off. That's what you did.
That's exactly. Runs like a dream.
Yeah,
Not much
100%.
grip.
No wonder spiders in there.
Did you say that
Oh.
it was the cars you hit into each other in? So what happened there?
Oh, yeah. So I was sitting in my shit car at the time. Had some traffic lights and I saw James behind me. Give him
In
a
his
wave.
shit car.
He was in his shit car, and then what happened next? He just drove into the back of me. At decent speed. Maybe, what's I did speed? 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, it was
Enough that I
it was
felt
enough
it.
for a shunt. But I remember looking over at I feel like, so I pulled up behind you, and then we started revving at each other, and the family in the car beside me, like, we're all just sitting staring at
What
us.
is going on?
And then I just dropped the clutch and went straight into the back of you. To which
Cleaned into me.
Sean responded by driving a little bit more forward and then reversing
Backing it up.
back into
Yeah.
me.
What was I supposed to do?
Both in shit cars. What are you gonna do?
Make me look like that in front of everyone.
Sorry, Shaun was in his shit
So I
car.
reversed into him, then we went on our way and left that family confused.
And that was that.
Speaking of shit cars, there is James's HRV.
Oh, where's the one with Sean? Like,
I
standing on the
I like the
Oh,
way
yeah.
the HRVs have the spoiler roof rack thing in the back of them.
They're so...
Such a strange vehicle.
It's like an S2000, but it's kind of not.
It's like you
with
want to be
a-
a bit sporty,
I
four-wheel
actually-
drive. It's got it all.
I
no, the
believe-
front of them looks like an S2000. It's had an allergic reaction to something. It's all just like
I believe their marketing campaign was
Oh, man.
there.
the
Look.
Joy Machine.
The Joy Machine.
Where's the one with Sean?
What's up with his arm?
James likes to stand on
Hi,
his
James,
cars.
where's your arm in that?
Oh, they were standing on it again. There was a lot of standing going on in that car. That photo is hilarious. Ben's hat. You can't see it, but the side photo, he's got it like tilted back up so far.
Blended into the
oh.
bushes.
Yeah.
James has sent me a video
Right, what we got?
of him doing donuts.
Wait do you see how tight these circles are?
Oh,
Oh, why?
I
It's like 10 block.
I think if there is sound on that, you can hear the squeak.
took the number
I was
plate
going to
lights
say,
out
I
and all.
bet you that sounds great.
So, GT86 next.
Yeah, so after the Polo, I had that for not long. Spent all the money on it and then sold it for bad money. Perfect. And then I bought a GT86, and that was probably the highlight of my car. It's probably my favourite.
That
to date.
was cool.
You're in your prime.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
I remember
pretty
you got that. You didn't really tell anyone you were getting it. And
What do
just
you know?
the one
Not like me.
photo that you
He likes to
posted
do
on it,
that.
he does like that. The one photo you put on Instagram, like biannually, it was like a GT86, but no explanation, no like comments, and it was just like just a photo of it. And it was like, has he bought this? Is this a photo he's taken? Then next time I saw you were driving it, and I was like,
That was that.
when did you get
It
it?
was very nice going from the Polo as well.
It was. I enjoyed them. They
like
were
just
cool
having
cars, man.
things like a radio,
Luxury.
things
Oh
like
my
that. Never mind
God.
Bluetooth. Oh, wow.
Electric windows.
Yeah, electric
Ooh.
windows. Yeah, so I had that, and it had like some weird knocks from it and stuff like that, because I think it was kind of like the first run of it.
Something to do with steering column.
Yeah, so I kept taking it back, and they were like, "That's just the way it is." And I was like,
Characteristic of the vehicle.
I don't really like that. It's just the way it
The
is.
classic fob off from
Yeah.
the car
And
dealers.
then it had
Nah,
like rust
characteristic
down the
of vehicle.
windows as well and stuff. And then I remember one night I lent the car to James. So I was like, James, I'm going out drinking tonight. I think I was on like a work day or something. I was like, you take my car and you can pick me up or something.
Yep.
Just. And then so I got in the back, and it was actually perfect for me, but they're quite cramped.
Was somebody in the front, or just?
I think it was JP, was it? Someone in
Yeah, it
front?
was with JP.
I was
and
just
I-
assuming you were just in the
He's
back.
just gone to the back.
I
of
was
his
in
own
the back,
car,
like I wasn't
slid
there.
the seat forward.
Just in the back of his own car.
I know. Tilt that
Really
seat forward now.
drunk, telling James to do donuts, and also we're donutting about the streets, and James blowing the tires off it, and I loved it. I was in the back. This is great.
Then
Yeah, just
sold it.
Hired me as a chauffeur.
Yeah, 8 months later, sold it after Pete painted it.
Too much motor.
Just out of the game. Like,
Not that that's linked.
Not that that's like
No,
that.
no,
No,
It
no.
wasn't this is becoming a recurrent theme in this podcast here.
We're gonna have to get.
We
Pete
should
on.
have Pete on just
They-
as like a
this-
side note, just to
Like no,
stand
I
up for himself.
actually do paint cars well. Like,
It's true. The paint job was great. It was the bolts that was the problem.
but it's lightweight. You know,
He did a good
Sports
job on my
model.
M3 as well.
Yeah,
done a great job in all my cars.
maybe had 6 bolts holding on the bumper. No, I had 1. Still held on.
How many cable ties? So
So it's just missing bolts.
Yeah, just a few missing bolts. So only had it for like 8 months maybe. Sold it, and then,
This is where shit got real.
and then
that's when I was like,
Hold
you-
on, you text me just before you said what car it was. Maybe have I already said? I think I have. You just text me one day, like out of the blue, going, "What are you at?" And I was just like, "This is a bit weird."
actually hung out that day.
I know.
One day.
And I was just like, "Why is he texting?" Not much, mate. And he goes, come on over. And I walk outside.
There's me with a Jimny, Suzuki Jimny. And now everyone knows I'm a small man.
Yeah,
That's a small Jeep.
GT86.
For a gym. Yeah, I never really got that. Like,
I kind of, like Polo, GT86, back to a Jimny. I'm not consistent, to say the least.
no,
Why?
why a Jimny?
I just thought it looked kind of fun. And then, people were talking about Jeeps a lot at the time as well. Like, James
Did I
obviously
just
loves
get
his
my
Jeeps.
Hilux?
I think you just got the Hilux.
There was
Possibly,
other
yeah.
people talking about Jeeps as well, and I was like, we Suzuki Jimny could
It's
be
not a
pretty fun.
Jeep, Sean. Jeep is a brand.
It's
Come
still a
on
Jeep.
here.
What is it then?
What?
What
That's
is it?
like
It's in like
saying like sellotape or blue tack.
But do you say Hoover or vacuum?
Ooh.
What?
Hoover or vacuum?
Never do that.
Vacuum?
Like if you were going to Hoover the house?
No.
No, no.
No.
No, I'm away to vacuum the house.
I'm going to get
Thomas.
some sticky tape.
Will you
gonna-
say
I'm gonna
couch
Henry
or
the house.
sofa?
Use my sticky tape instead of my sellotape.
Will you say
Use
couch
some
or sofa?
Sticky tack.
I know they're not a brand, but
I say I'm going to Henry the house, like.
Why get that?
I'm going to throw the Henry around
like
it.
Dyson the carpets here.
Sorry.
So James,
Yeah.
can you correct Sean? Tell
Yes,
him
yes.
what he
It's
should
your
be.
4x4.
My 4x... Is it a 4x4? Kind of.
4-wheel drive,
Did it-
yes.
Did it have
Technically.
4-wheel drive?
Yes. 4x4.
But does that cover everything? Because some BMWs are now 4x4. They have 4-wheel drive. So is that like, are you going to group that in? But it's not.
Whoa. I was just having a joke with the Jeep thing, right?
No, it seemed pretty serious.
No,
Now he's
it
backing
was.
out of it. He's backing out of it now.
He shouted him down.
Once he gets
We
into
need
the
it.
Right,
knows.
well, okay. Well, if we're going into it.
Right, you're an off-road guy.
Yeah.
What
but
are
a
these?
Jeep's a
What
brand.
are these cars called?
I don't know.
Can we have a 4x4? We needed a
Stroll that.
needed a bit in the comments about it. Like, need people to
4x4.
comment. You have 4x4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a Suzuki Jimny 4x4.
Is that a Jeep?
It's a Jeep.
SUV? What's an SUV?
So I bought it, and me and Adam, like, I think you were shopping for vans at the time, so we went about in the Jimny, shopped about for vans that day, and that's the only day I owned it.
I remember going, you hate this thing, don't you? You were saying not loving it.
It was bright red as well.
It was. You bought
And
a
as I
red
was saying,
one.
I'm a little man in a little Jeep. It
It was a
not
bit.
the best.
It was pretty stereotypical.
I've looked better, if you know what I mean.
I could never
like
get it was weird, but it was like he went GT86 was like nice, strange call for Shaun because Polo and then
Yeah.
and then Jimny. It was like, what is this guy at? It's almost like he had a midlife crisis, but didn't.
That's maybe what happened.
Like,
Sean, if you can remember what year that is, I can find that. Oh my god, I just found you without a beard. A beard? A beard?
Never
Can I
find
put
me
that
without a
on?
beer.
always. Oh my god! Don't put that up.
Is it a picture of me?
I actually know what this photo is.
I don't.
Oh, that.
That doesn't even look like him.
Sorry for doing that just randomly there, Sean, but like that came up there when I said your name.
How do you feel about that?
That's
Sean?
ruined my day.
He looks
Oh, my
like
nose.
someone.
Is
I'm
my
trying to
nose
work
that
out who
big
he
now?
looks like. Oh,
Oh my. I look fresh, like.
Anyway, sorry, I'll try and find that Jimny photo while you're telling us the story about it.
Get a beard tree on that.
See, I definitely thought I had one of you in the beard, but
Because I remember you drawing on like the whole trip was me with this beard on,
Yeah.
like drew on.
I don't like you.
couldn't do
but,
it. Like,
It's not a good sight.
yeah, Louis shaved his beard once and it terrified me.
Pete
Oh,
does
yeah.
the same.
Pete does the same. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
scary.
like people with a beard. Yeah.
I walked into Pete's the other day and we still had a wee bit of beard, but he had the big beard and he cut her down. And I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
You don't work here.
But then you always like feel like you lose a lot of weight. Like James, you probably felt it. Shaved
Yeah.
the beard and you were like, I am
I remember I had a
a
job.
skinny face.
Light on my feet.
What is that?
Ballet dancing about.
Just stuff. So Jimny, the Jeep.
Yeah, Jimmy the Jeep.
Sorry, we keep getting. I like
It's
the way
not
we
a
just
Jeep.
like go off. And it's like, what are we talking
I
about?
like it.
Jimmy the Jeep, but not Jeep. So I had that for a day and
Jimny the BMW.
I went home that night and looked at it and went, I hate it.
Yeah, you didn't have it for that long. I can remember you didn't really have it.
He's getting real sorry with this.
Jeez.
Jimny the BMW.
Jimny the Volkswagen. Jimny the Volkswagen. No.
Jimny the car.
Yeah, the Jeep. I even advertised it. Jeep for sale.
People were like, but that's not a Jeep, that's a
It'd be,
Jimny.
it'd be a Jeep
James
Jimny.
son.
James makes a fake profile and all. That's not a Jeep.
Jeep Jimny.
Into the brand of vehicle, Jimny. Not a
In
Jeep.
bracket. Not Passat. Not BMW.
Not 4x4.
Not Shogun 4x4. SUV. Sports utility.
So I
bike.
had that for a day and then
Sports utility toaster.
parked it really far up the back garden. Just so I didn't have to see it. No one else had
How
to.
big's your back garden?
Not very big, so people saw it. So yeah, I put that away and then I was like, right, I need to find something else. I've had a Polo. Let's get another one of those, but maybe a fresher one. So I got a Polo 993 GTI and That's been fine. I've had that ever since.
Very nice.
That's been about 3 or 4 years, I
Wow.
would say.
Ah.
Not a
I was
problem.
I was in it quite recently, and
Is it well looked after? Oh no, what's
Oh, he's
happening?
gonna say-
Well, is it window full of water?
I was in it the other day.
Full of water, window smashed, and it's got a
Hole
Jeep,
in the sill.
It's got a Jeep sticker on.
Why is there a hole in the sill?
30 mil springs.
First of all, I will report it sounds quite sporty. There is some sort of.
There's a
Give it-
hole in the exhaust, maybe.
Is there not an air filter in it?
Yeah, there is. It sucks a fair
Always
bit.
downplaying these air filters. Then.
Oh.
If I get a car, there's an air filter or 30 mil springs going on it. That's for sure.
Is there a 30 mil in this one?
No, not yet.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Yet.
I might. That's probably the downfall of all your cars. You start that and that just.
30 mils.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe once I touch them.
Just get someone else to touch it.
Anyway, I was getting out of it and went to lift my coffee out of the coffee holder.
Coffee.
Oh, actually, do you know what it was? Did I say that? Coffee. Get the
coffees.
I feel like I was pointing out a direction with my hand and smacked the coffee cup out of the cup holder, and like it went absolutely everywhere. Like there was
Brand new
not,
coffee. This thing couldn't be any fuller.
there was there was not a place where it did not go. Like
Yeah, I nicely asked James, tell me the way here. Here he goes. Windscreen. Every bit of that car could have touched.
like there's actual like puddles of it sitting in different bits.
Luckily, it wasn't warm, but
Was it his coffee or yours?
it's my coffee.
Oh,
Didn't even get to drink
worse.
it.
That's even worse.
It was freshly new, but it wasn't warm.
Yeah.
It was
Why?
it was warm but not scalding.
I like
Oh, it was drinkable.
Yeah, it was lukewarm.
Like child's temp from
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Kids temp.
Kids temp.
Good stuff.
We kids
Hi,
temp.
Adam likes his coffees.
We kids temp.
I go to
Oh, well,
Say, oh, what do you get? Flat white.
And then they shouted out at the end. Adam McPeak.
Autumn flat white kids temp.
the fully grown adult with a kids temp coffee.
Cream on top and caramel.
Make
this-
coffee too warm.
in the sippy
Starbucks
cup.
Butcher coffee. You like Starbucks
Yeah.
at normal temperature? You're a psychopath.
And then that's the day I stopped loving that polo.
But you still haven't.
It smelled of milk, but I actually got it clean recently, a full valet.
Just
so
only
right.
recently.
Who did that?
Yeah. Dirty Cars Wanted. No, wasn't it?
Yes, the
Was
same
it?
one that does mine the other time.
Yes, I think I must have messaged someone. Was it you? I messaged someone and
I don't.
got the
I
dates.
jet washed
yeah,
my
it's lovely,
car.
job.
My
Lovely
Jeep.
job.
James washed my car today.
I'm a Jeep.
That must have been a lot of work.
I went out in
your
the
Jeep.
van and James goes, "Oh, text me. What time are you coming back at?" And I was just like, "Oh, I wasn't going to come back to the podcast. I'm just using the van here." And he goes, "I'll wash your car for you."
Why did you do that, James?
What a gentleman!
That's cute. If I'd have known that, I'd brought the Lexus
Killed an hour of work. Like
earlier.
Big lunch break.
by him texting me makes it okay to do it inside work hours.
Well covered, like well covered.
I honestly regretted it. The thing was absolutely stinking.
Your car was?
Well, it hasn't moved. It just sits under a tree. And it's
Perfect
the
There's
tree's
like
just
sap. Do you know like whenever you power wash your car and then there was a bit of bird shit like in, you know, where the window goes down,
Mm.
and then
Oh,
I noticed that. I came out there one day and I was like, "How
So-
did that bird shit inside my window rubber?"
a power,
I literally got in the
power-
car and took a shit.
a power wash the window rubber, and then like mass amounts of black shit just spilled
Out the rim-
all over
yeah,
the
out the
rest of
window
the car,
rubbers.
and I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
class. I just washed all that.
I reckon you go out and get that tree down.
Yeah, I actually hate that tree. I pulled up the van reverse.
Fucking hate
Well,
that
yeah, every
tree.
time I close, so I had the van at the house because obviously I just bought a house there last year and I'm been moving in and slam the door shut of the van and it always gets a branch of the tree, but it's like really too high to be able to like get up and take all the branches out and get the door closed. So I just fucking leave and just drive off and the whole tree just goes whoa dove as I'm driving
I'll
away.
teach that.
Full tree
Ah,
behind you.
fuck that tree.
I'm
Like.
just trimming the tree each time that van comes over. Like that van's like, oh, there's that van again. I'm getting fucked up.
I just swallow it up.
Just sitting there like, ah!
Backing right up index. There's all left.
And then every time I come here, I open up and all the branches
Oh,
just
branches
fly. It's probably not a good thing to do in a brand new crafter, but sure.
Best thing for it.
It's not getting used elsewhere.
Nobody sees the top of the van.
No, I don't
Nobody
think
looks
there's
at
a
the top
van.
of a van.
Nobody looks.
in
Nobody even
existence
cleans
that
the top
gets-
of
yeah.
vans.
The transit that we sort of use is green on top and white underneath. People are like, "You wash the top up?" No, just keep her
It's
on
not
the
worth
sides. Even when they get painted, boys just blast aside them. Just leave the roof. No one sees it, like,
That's it. Or unless you're in a helicopter or just looking out the window.
or in a tall building, and you're like on the top of your van.
Probably
going,
got enough money to
Probably
wash your
see-
van if you're in a
probably see it.
helicopter. Like,
"Oh, I hadn't seen that tree."
Probably see it if you're in the second floor of your house. Like,
so I'm away to the office. Yesterday, minding my own business. You know, driving onto the motorway. Look to the left. I was like, oh god, there's a police car. So I was like,
Sounds like a script of a movie there. doesn't it?
Oh no.
More of more of James telling the story.
Oh,
I was like, oh, I don't really want to pull in front of them, you know.
mm.
Don't want to cause any hassle. So
Just slow down till
Was
I
he
get
driving?
slowed down, came in behind them. I was like, aha, I got them.
flashlights, pulled them over.
The end.
I got them at the lights though, and I was like, damn. So I pulled up beside them, looked over. Both of them were giving me the finger, and I was like, ah, right. Lovely. Turns out it was Broken Avo, so they wound down the window, and then they were like, right, call into the office and see you. But I was sitting talking to them, and they were talking about MOT exemptions at the minute, because, you know, obviously coronavirus, and they can't MOT cars.
Yep.
And then, you know...
Because there are MOT and people in there, aren't
Yeah.
there, really?
Yeah, exactly.
MOT centers for coronavirus tests.
And the
Ridiculous.
machines don't work anyway, so
Nah, with no ramps anyway.
But they were just talking about the amount of clapped out stuff that they've seen on the road at the minute, which made me think of our good friend Andy Moe, who has a Jeep,
Ooh, well played.
an actual Jeep,
He has an actual Jeep.
a Jeep.
A Jeep.
Sorry,
which
my
has-
brain was just thinking about that video that we've got coming up here, and certain cars that we have that may not be able
mine's-
to be roadworthy.
Mine's past that, like.
Well, I don't
Anyway,
know,
that's a video coming up that
They
we're
both
working
are
on.
like.
But like, you know, we could maybe get them. You
No,
know, they don't
no.
need the MOT. Like,
Well, okay, well, true. Well, if they weren't driving
they
the lot,
both are. Mine's 100%.
I know what both of you own, and they're both sheds.
Man, it's a fantastic vehicle.
I can't wait to talk about this properly in the podcast. But we
Do you know?
can't
Because
let
I
you
was going to mention it, but because we've got a funny story to deal with as well, but I can't mention it either.
Well, this is not. Well, besides, like, obviously, because the car's sitting up there, or is this like a funny story?
No, this is like another part to it that we were going to drop on you when it happened, but
Who's we?
can't tell you because then we're not talking
You
about
and
it.
Pete?
Well, me, Pete, and maybe Leva.
Oh, so you bought one?
Maybe.
All right, okay, we can't talk about it
Yeah.
because we're repurposing that into a different video.
I
now.
well, I know, so we can't talk about it. So
That's
that's
so
right.
funny. They're like, well, you've just told me.
But people
Can't
don't
talk
know.
about it.
Can't talk about it. People,
Yeah,
people are
true,
like,
true.
"What are these guys?"
Sorry,
talking
sorry,
about?"
sorry. Yeah.
That Andy Moe's Jeep.
No,
Andy
hold on.
was-
Let me just clear that up for 1 second. We are doing something interesting for our vlog that will be out in the next few weeks. That's what that's about. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel to see that. Anyway, James.
Yeah, Andy Moe's Jeep, so he's taking full advantage because he has like a 5-inch lifted Jeep on like 33-inch wheels, and like it was just completely
That's
not
high.
roadworthy, so he just
Yeah.
applied for an MOT and now has 4 months and
Got the-
absolutely abusing
Got
it.
the extension, but he'll get the
Unbelievable.
extension again. He'll get the year now because that's what they're doing automatically. Just a year now.
Really?
Yeah, off the bat, they don't even have the button to apply for now. You
Yeah.
just literally, if your car is up for MOT, they give you a year's extension.
Yeah, mine
Yeah.
needed one way back.
The E28's going to get one here.
Like my Lexus, I'm a B5 are getting one, so just keep those sheds running.
This is the time for
This
them.
is it. Like it's great.
There's no going back. Like
It's
they
like
can't
Mad
turn
Max,
MOT in us now. No,
It's like Mad Max. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Everyone's just driving about with like spikes over their cars and all. Places going mental. But yeah, they brought it on themselves, so they dropped the ball.
That's it.
Broken Avo will probably listen to this in their police car right now.
That's fine. They're allowed to. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a big spike in the side of the 28.
Like, come get me.
See you on the road.
I've got 4 people on the roof of my car with shotguns.
Can
Like,
you actually do that? But they probably will pull you, like, if you see that stuff. Like, you know, I'm not talking about putting a big spike, but like,
Oh,
there is
yeah.
a certain aspect of
they'll
like,
be like,
right, lads.
that's not legal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it'll be fine.
fair enough. Well, let's see your craziest MOT exempt cars, please, on our Instagram. We'd like to see that. If you have any thoughts,
What you're currently driving about illegally.
tag us in it.
Just want to
Absolutely.
say, like,
We definitely pull them up here, which brings us on to actually something interesting. There is we want to do something on the podcast. We want people to send in cars, and we will send in your cars, and we're going to rate them. Don't know if it's going to be a particularly detailed rating process.
either shite or
Like
not
a
shite.
star rating,
More
maybe?
of shite or not shite, I think. But if you want your car to be seen on the podcast, then send it in. I think we're just gonna use the hashtag ILB podcast on Instagram. Just hashtag it that, upload it, hashtag it that. Don't be uploading it as a story because obviously I don't last for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You have to actually upload it,
Rate the whip.
and we will give you a very detailed.
Well, I thought it wasn't detailed.
Being sarcastic,
That's
it's definitely
sell
not
on its
gonna
head.
be detailed.
Sell it as
It's gonna
detailed.
be very detailed.
Yeah. Gonna really in depth
Ah,
into it.
The
Yeah.
knowledge that we're going to unleash in you about the car that you own.
It's like, what is that? What
We
what
might
car is
actually
that?
just get Shaun on because of his in-depth
will-
knowledge of cars.
Not
Massive
30
car.
mil, don't want to know.
And he's like, if it's not a McGann,
Well, maybe
or
I'll actually bring up a car and we'll just discuss it real quick and see what he
as a
thinks.
trial run.
All right, here we go, Sean. What do you think of this?
I like it.
First of all, what is it?
It's golf. Nailed it. It's 5 doors, and you know I've had
You're
a
a
few
man,
5
and you're a
doors in
man
the
of
day.
5-door.
Happy enough.
Roll cage, so the
I didn't have
bottom
to see
five
the roll
doors
cage. Too far away. Yeah, like the roll cage. Like the rims.
What wheels are they?
Bibuses.
Yes.
Tom, I know my stuff. As well as springs, I know wheels.
This is not pre-scripted either. This is
Out of 10, what do you think of this here, Sean?
Out of 10. Well, I've got a VW myself, so obviously I'm quite fond
a
now.
wee bit biased.
8 out of 10.
8?
All right.
Not bad, not bad.
What do you think of that? I feel like I
no,
went.
no, it's just for
I
you.
already said that I liked it.
What have we got
I
next?
don't know what this is.
I don't like this
That's
one.
a circle.
Whatever it is.
Perfect circle.
What
10
wins
out of
that?
10. 5 out of 7. Perfect score.
Yeah.
I like it.
We got a PS13 on the screen here.
Don't know what it is,
It's,
but I like it.
What's his name? Jake's. From
Beautiful,
England.
yeah. Don't know much
Yeah.
about it.
That
But I
car's
like it.
actually sick.
You like it?
I like it.
Out of 10.
Out of 10. I do quite like it. I'm gonna go for another 8.
8.
I know what you're thinking.
How can
What's
that
a
be
10?
the same as that other thing?
Yeah, that's just how I roll.
Alright.
Don't get Shaun on for these rate the cars. Like,
Alright, so that's kind of how
Everything's
that's gonna
an
go.
eight.
That's how it's kind of gonna go. So if you're up for listening to that, send your car in.
And I won't be reading,
Anything
don't worry.
goes. Like if it's terrible, that's even better. So
Yeah.
send it in.
don't be offended.
Definitely
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy and don't be
offended
offended because-
it's gonna get nasty.
Here, you're getting an 8 from me, so
Especially if there's beer involved, people will
Yeah.
just get real
Oh,
savage
I'm
with
happy
it.
enough.
Yeah, you know what? Again, we forgot to talk about the beers we're drinking today. We had to do that at the start. Everyone's drinking Heineken. There you go.
Yeah.
It's done.
Not very excited.
James isn't drinking Guinness.
He texted me and he said, I'm not really feeling the Guinness. Must have been the heat.
Yeah, I think it was the heat.
It's a very stodgy thing to drink
Very
in the
black and dark
Yeah.
and
heat. It is. It was. I was shocked. I offered him dragon soup.
What?
He was like, give me something different to drink. I was like, dragon soup. Sitting there.
not a chance.
at least he didn't bring you some Miller.
This is psychopath drinks Miller.
Listen, don't you come on here with your
Miller's
McGann
terrible,
history.
like-
Miller's not terrible.
It's
Miller is-
absolutely terrible.
It's
People
not
that
the
drink
wor-
Miller need to have a fucking long look at themselves.
That's you, Tom.
There's worse beers out there to drink, like
Oh no, I didn't say there wasn't.
Tenants.
Budweiser.
Long look
Budweiser.
at yourself.
Tennant's 2 Ps.
Budweiser, like, you actually
Coors.
have to be a psychopath
Tenants
drink
taste like
Budweiser.
biscuits.
Tenants taste like 2 Ps.
See,
Yeah.
Budweiser for me, right, is I don't want to just whitewash it because
It's like iconic, but it's
I
terrible.
feel like maybe in a draft it might be
Draft.
a bit better, but
Bearable.
I definitely do not like it in a can or
It's just
bottle.
like fizz.
Yeah.
Most
Gives you a
beers-
headache.
most
It's like,
beers
feels
are
like
pretty
somebody's
rope.
hitting you in the head when you drink it. Do
Most beers are roped from a tin, like they're all a bit weird.
you remember last week we were talking about that thing? Like I have one right here.
Did you buy it? I got real excited. I was like, ooh,
Oh,
that would have been great.
That would have been amazing.
yeah, I watched
Yeah,
that.
soda stream for the beers.
We do need to get that though.
We do. I used to say we bring it to car shows and we'll just pour pints for people.
Sure, car
For
shows
us.
are done. We're not having car shows anymore. That's next
It
year.
happens on Instagram now.
What is it?
Fitted UK are doing their
They are.
lockdown
The
league.
UK
Yeah,
are doing
absolutely.
their vote for cars.
We're sponsoring it, so we're giving some free merchandise away to something. I have no idea what.
I was going through some of them, like, and I do feel sorry for some of the guys that have been like pinned up against, like, some.
Yeah.
They've done pretty well in trying to like get the same sort of cars, but some of them you're
Against
just
each
like,
other.
oh, you
some-
poor man.
yeah,
has
they're
been
never
put
going to win.
against
Like
something
Aye.
ridiculous.
there
I know
are
what
some
you mean.
nice cars on it, but there are some questionable
I do
ones.
find it quite funny because obviously you can see when people vote what on their story, you know, as you vote, and some people are voting for ones really based on aesthetics and
Yeah.
not realizing what the car is, and I'm just like, how the hell have they chose that car over that other car? But
Mm.
each to their own, I suppose.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I like that idea, obviously, because like they can't do it
Mm.
like in real life. But it was the same as I was listening to the GTNI boys. They had done one on the Dust Off show. They'd done like a virtual show and did voting and stuff. Apparently, it went down really well. So it's kind of like a cool thing to do if you can't really do anything at the
Yeah.
minute. It's something to keep people seeing.
I did see. Completely forgotten his name. What's the guy that has the Ferrari? That's the kit car, and
Yeah, it's both his cars up against.
yeah, but his
themselves.
cars are up against
Yeah.
themselves.
Oh really?
I don't
Yeah.
remember his name, but
He's a winner either way.
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner.
Which
in
one
his
did you
eyes.
vote for?
I
obviously
think
one
I went
was-
for his Mercedes, not the.
No, I
Ferrari.
voted for the Ferrari.
See,
It's cool. Like,
well, is the Mercedes is so cool, and because it's obviously genuine, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I remember them seeing them in Berlin. I was like, you know what, I did prefer the Ferrari kit car.
To be
like,
fair though, he was like, "This is
The
a Ferrari.
GTO.
It's like a 250
GTO,
GTO."
it was GTO, yeah.
Yeah,
And he
GT.
was just like, "I'm not actually going to modify one of these because they are like such a
Yeah.
piece of history." So
Sacrilege,
the
like.
kit car makes sense. Like you can understand why he did that.
Very cool.
Understandable.
What else you got to talk about
There's
here?
quite a
today,
list
James?
there, like.
Well, I
I'm
had
just,
some.
I know, I'm just like, see when somebody has a big list for the podcast,
just wanna
like,
see
much
what they're
preparation,
at.
I'm just dying to know what's on it. I'm
James
like,
just looks good too.
I had some.
He's numbered it as well.
I
That's-
did over it,
what
yeah.
number are we on?
A,
Well, we've
2.
done Andy Mo. Yeah, we're on to 3.
Are we?
Yeah, it was just things that I'd seen on Instagram. So it was.
What's 3?
Did you see Shaun Quinn's NSX?
the yellow one.
His Instagram is Rubber Shugzilla.
Yeah, he's been building this for the
he's-
last couple of months.
Yeah, and,
He always builds pretty sick cars. Like they're all quite custom and stuff. His Civic was Civic's gone through quite a few.
I've seen this photo.
guys's.
Yeah, it's sick.
It is pretty cool.
But one thing I would like to talk about these are actually 21 by 11.
21.
That's a whole lot of wheel, like.
I know.
Girth.
And they weren't always. They originally started out. They were 19
Yeah,
by 9.5.
chopped them
and
up.
He's chopped them up. And
built
There
them
you
up,
go.
there
stepped
you
them
go.
up.
Like, he's done it all
This is
himself.
the quickest, the quickest grinding you've ever seen. They weren't held together very well. It's just like, right,
That's crazy.
perfect.
There you
So
go.
yeah, it's completely custom built them.
And then I got a guy in a lab coat to machine. Precision engineering.
That's what you want.
But yeah, it's pretty serious build. Probably about the coolest thing I've seen on Instagram all week.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that. There's a lot of work gone into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is nice to see
Flipping
people are
pretty
still.
damn sporty from the
Ah,
back.
yeah.
Big CB about that.
Yeah. Got some serious cannons
Serious
going on.
pipes.
If you are watching on YouTube, by the way, we do have this up on the screen. On our 50-inch TV, by the way.
Which
Well,
it just is
Podcast
straight
studio is
right in the
looking
middle.
good.
It is looking sporty.
Took a while. Worth it.
Getting there.
Paying off.
Started at the bottom. James, what's number 4?
Oh well, apparently Shaun Quinn's has taken over a couple of points,
Uh,
but we've highlighted them. I was just
Oh.
going to say about what we'd done to our
I
own
would have
cars.
liked a sub point, maybe like a 4,
Point
like a
one.
3A or
I'm
something.
sorry, but whenever you bring your list, we can go through
I have
yours
my
like
list.
that.
It's not numbered though.
Mine says get a bigger HDMI cable for next time.
Tom started. He fitted his air in the Urani
Yes,
this week.
the B5 has now got the air in it from my last car, which thankfully survived the crash. So it's all fitted, and I got rid of the absolutely hideous boot build. It was in this mass like wood, like this desk in the boot of it. Wanted to get rid of it, so hid all the air and tucked it all away. And
Job's good.
pretty happy with that. Yeah, it's all and it works, which I'm happy with as well.
What did you have here today, Lexus?
Drove the Lexus again today. Bit of sport,
You leaving it here? Yeah, you're gonna lift, yeah.
more than likely on the beers. So leave it here.
If you want it, come tonight, get it.
Good
Leave
luck.
the keys on it.
James, what's on the list?
What's on the list?
What's next on the list?
What's next?
What'd you do to your car?
Ah,
You bought a fire extinguisher?
I seen this on the list. This was the whole reason. No, it wasn't.
I'm just trying to get to this point.
Give me 5. Give me 5.
No, I got a fire extinguisher. That's the only modification I've done to my car in the past 2 weeks.
Why did you get a fire
Have
extinguisher?
you used it?
Because I was petrified of this thing going on fire and me losing everything.
Not a
That's
bad
it.
reason to buy a fire
I've
extinguisher.
actually wanted one for ages.
Where are you going to put it? You mounting it, or you just having it in
Yeah,
the bag?
it comes with a mount on it, like so.
On the floor?
I kind of need to figure out somewhere cool to put it. I don't know yet.
Did you see Adam Alziz
Yeah, James.
mess up
actually-
with the?
after I told him.
One of his cars got completely burned out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
James told
One
me
of his
about
quite
this.
new ones.
He wasn't even. So he was like at a track day, and he wasn't actually driving it. He had given it to Colette Davis.
Really?
to-
Yeah.
So she was driving it? Really?
So she was driving it. Out in the track day, she'd done a couple of practice laps, and then she was like, "Right, I feel pretty comfortable with it. I'm going to start hammering it." So she was hammering away, and what I think has happened is this is actually a issue that is with Mustangs, but whenever you're driving them at a certain rev for so long, the oil filter loosens, and
Perfect.
that is what you want
so the oil filter loosened off. The oil
on the exhaust.
straight onto the manifold and
On
just
fire.
burst straight into flames. And then so
Yeah,
she
alright.
pulled over onto the side of the track, and I think
Oh, is it Cobra as well?
that was about 12 fire extinguishers that it took to put that out. So
You
I
hate
like
to see
done,
it.
like,
Oh, wow.
there you go.
that's gone.
That's gone like.
Sean
But
swore
that-
after he had it.
Crazy,
That
like.
was after the
That's
jack
me
went through
after
the
putting
sill.
screen wash in it. Squash.
Nightmare like.
Crazy.
Just keep
Yeah, so
flicking.
that's why I bought a fire extinguisher.
So that's why I bought it.
basically,
So
you know,
in
I
case you
just,
give the 28 to Amy and she's sets it on
absolute-
fire.
I bet she feels whack, like.
It's crazy.
Be alright,
Yeah,
you'll buy a new
fire
one. Like,
extinguisher. I got mine a screw fix. I think it was £20 or something, £25.
Not bad. Hopefully it works.
are you going to plumb her in like a proper track car so it, like it just goes off everywhere? You probably need it
Like
with
a
the way your
sprinkler
tail lights go.
Don't you be bringing up my
A
tail
sprinkler
lights?
system now. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I got
talking.
it. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Here, I've seen something else good on the web this week. I'll send it to you here so you can
Oh.
put it up.
What's
Oh,
this?
why?
Did you see this Fiat Uno that was doing the rounds with the
Lambo
Lamborghini
engine in it?
engine in it?
What do you think of that?
Oh my god. What the hell?
Bit of
If
sport
you
that.
keep going, like there's a video of it on the
Oh, aye, he's going quick.
on the rip.
Big C's all over that.
There was many a question about where the gearbox is in this thing.
Mm.
Don't worry about the gearbox though.
Just,
Where is
just
it?
put it somewhere here,
It's in the passenger
In the
seat.
wheel.
just in the back.
Please,
Oh.
please. And that's what happened.
Oh, there's the gearbox engine.
This is the guy that owns it.
Have you seen him?
Have you seen this man? That is very impressive.
Yeah, it's a bit too impressive. It's not.
Is it
actually-
got a sideways? Maybe it's a sideways mounted engine, and then the gearbox is obviously down here.
No, it's actually just an engine cover that someone's put on top of their standard Fiat.
No, it is
has
turboed
been-
though.
Is
it
it
turbo?
actually?
The video of it, you can see.
Recording in the video.
Yeah.
You meant to hear the sound, I guess. I think the sound probably recorded onto this.
No, I have a funny feeling there's no sound in the video.
Oh.
No, there is.
You
Yeah, there
sure?
was.
Because
Yeah.
That looks sped up.
Yeah, well, that is obviously what
That's-
gives the whole thing away that it
Yeah.
wasn't actually a real thing. And
Well,
that they were
obviously
just
it wasn't. I
trolling
knew it
everyone.
wasn't a real thing the entire time. Like,
but I think it is fairly quick because it's got some sporty looking engine in below that. Like,
Yeah,
The
But
cover's just an
there's-
extra wee. Oh
but
my.
it was good. It was catching a lot of people.
Got a lot
on
of people in, yeah.
on the
Pete
internet.
posted it
Yeah,
on
Pete-
his
Pete posted it. being
Facebook
like,
and-
I have so many questions.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. And
Yeah.
Pete posted
I
it.
never seen it. It
Yeah.
got me like there, to be honest. And then I started questioning Jim. But obviously the I just realised that actually that was on the podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was cut out. But it wasn't.
Yeah, the gearbox would be the main thing, and then obviously the cams and
yeah, they don't match up.
The manifold
And
don't
then
match
say
up.
in the video, there's like either a screamer pipe or an intake or something through the bonnet,
yeah.
so it doesn't match up. Like, but yeah, I woke up like first thing in the morning, seen Pete's post, and was like, "Well, that's pretty mad looking that." Like, it's real, just like, and then like read through, I was like, "No, it doesn't look real."
Yeah.
But fair play, bit of trolling on the internet, can't beat it.
Well, Cameron just gave us something that we needed to talk about. Apparently, he told us the YouTube comments on James our 100k video, which is James getting his haircut, is pretty good.
Who cut his hair?
Kurt?
All right. I thought like someone just shaved it in my mind there for some
Well,
reason.
no, I let Adam cut the ponytail off.
There was a
Oh, was it?
professional stylist.
Oh, is this when you had it real long?
Yeah.
Right.
Is just fussling about. And right.
We're back in.
Right, okay, so we're back in, and numerous issues in this podcast. Apologies about the technical difficulties that have been cut out. But
I thought
James
that
there.
was James top right. I was just
I
saying,
thought his
"Whoa."
head was cut in half.
Whoa.
It freaked me out. Anyway, this video here, apparently Cameron tells us when James got his haircuts that there's some interesting comments, so let's read them. What do we got? He looks 10 years younger. James looks much better. Could have sworn I was looking at Dobby Shelburne with that cut.
Yeah, they're all good so far.
Yeah.
James would be glad to hear. Let's get to the nasty stuff. though.
Where's the like? What was it? Your
Where's-
guy said James is shit or something. I don't get it.
What's he saying? Oh, fuck.
Look at this. It's like Elon Musk.
Alright.
Ah,
no more Kurt Cobain. Look,
Just James. James.
James.
James. Wow,
Wow,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Ivan Grabber.
This boy looks fresh.
Boy.
This boy.
Just wanting to big me up here, Cameron, or is there going to be some?
Oh, he's sad and keeps going down.
Do I feel the same sense of loss as girls do when they cut their hair off? All that beautiful hair gone.
Tiny boots. Tiny boots. He's got his wee boots on.
So that was an awesome thing he did, and he looks handsome with the short hair. That said, I loved his hair and thought he was sexier with it long. I hope he grows it back.
No,
So,
is
Cameron,
that
did he
RJ?
pay you to make us pull these comments up?
Is this a plant? RJ, is that a girl or a guy
RJ.
though?
That dude
Right.
wants you.
Is it a girl or a guy though? Could be both.
We'll never know.
I want a shirt.
I want a shirt.
That's the guy that I sold the shirt to at Mod
The haircut
Nuts.
looks phenomenal.
I want a shirt.
He's called Buzz too.
Very, very nice.
Thumbs up.
If I'm ever feeling bad about myself, I can just come on to this and
When get the other guy with long hair? When get the other guy with long hair? Wow.
Oh.
When
Oh,
get
there
the
it
other
is.
guy with long hair his haircut?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing with the cut ponytail?
I'm always interested. This guy wants to buy Peter Jensen wants to buy your hair, James.
Who was the other guy?
completely missed
Lewis?
Oh, I can't like it. That's devastating. Who's the other lad with long hair? He's cool as fuck. Who's that?
Lewis is long.
Probably Lewis.
Yes. He went from spare change to he went from spare change to Richard Girl. That's not the real James. Is being so sexy legal? He paid you to get this.
This is I know. Cameron's like your check out the comments are awful. Every single one.
check out the comments, Adam. You'll
These are
like them.
actually all my fake profiles.
Jazzles. He looks about 12 now. If only Donald Trump would do the same.
Ooh.
Good one to end it on there, I suppose.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Is that
It's
it?
literally
What was the bad
just
comments?
compliments. That's
Thank you,
fantastic.
Cameron, there for making James look good.
All right.
Interesting. Anyway,
Should we read
I'd
the
agree with all
comments
that.
from our last podcast?
yeah, read the comments from the last podcast, and
There was some stuff posted questions on it.
you have a couple there.
Yeah, well, I read the comments just to see what people were saying, and there was a couple of good ones. There was one they wanted to know what our view was of Feldspec cars.
See, well, sorry. You go ahead.
Well,
I'm speaking out of turn. You go ahead.
Whoa! I don't think you asked me that, Thomas.
well,
I think I like you. Go ahead.
no, well, I was asking it what
The Jeep.
the Jeep. Well, I can't trust that guy. Like, doesn't know what a Jeep is. But I don't know. Feldspec for people that don't really know, I suppose, would be in the area in Northern Ireland, Magrafelt. It's where they enjoy a diesel vehicle, and Big C is hard for them, I would say. And they would all
owns one?
well, he does own one, yeah, like Jettas or Boras and Mark IV Golfs would be
Land, like kind of.
anything diesel that you can make sound like a pigeon.
Yeah.
But I don't get it personally.
What does feldspec
So,
actually
like,
mean? Is it
It's just the style of the car. So it's like lower at the back, big mud flaps, twin upsweeps, or a
Right.
letterbox, usually on a Bora, then red diesel, Reiki. So it's a 306,
Yeah.
and making that.
You know exactly what it is.
Oh, well,
it's a pretty good definition.
I mean, like, yeah, and then, or if you own like a Mark V Golf, it has to
Yeah.
have a GTI front bumper, R32 rear bumper, and then drive past you and sound like a diesel. So you're like, it's what is going on.
They did progress from that sort of 306.
Yeah, started like
Citroens
306 and Citroens
then-
and stuff. But although the thing was, they got those things seriously low. Like
Yeah.
on like the Vulcans and stuff, it was like those are pretty low.
because that's right. Alfords were a big thing back in the day. Everyone had.
Alfords are still big.
See, like that's like
But
whenever
is that feldspec or is that just
Alfords are
because they're-
seen in Northern Ireland as a very feldspec wheel. Same
Yeah.
with IS200s. It's like
yeah.
they are like real feldspec.
What's that Audi wheel as well? That's always the massive it's like an off an A8 or something. Is it?
Oh,
It's
the
always-
A8 rep wheel was like hard for on the Mark IV Golfs.
Yeah.
That's what the boys went for. Like,
See, but like whenever they progressed into like the Mark V sort of stuff, and like they all have quite nice Audis, and
Yeah.
they're all like now it is quite nice cars. And I think if you took them out of that context and showed them to like Americans, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's sick," because they're like,
Exactly, yeah, because that's why Alfords
Yeah.
can look good, but then
Well,
because you
Alfords
would
do
just
look
wouldn't
good.
touch them in Northern Ireland for
no,
that reason.
but also
Like,
because they're so fake over here, like
Yeah.
the places
Yeah.
that do all the reps on them, they're like, and then the
like there's replicas of standard wheels.
yeah,
like,
the replica of the
Like
Volkswagen
that.
wheels, the what do you call them? What do you call them, Bixie?
Of what? Sorry.
The Volkswagen wheel.
I know the ones you're talking about. The ones off a
Phaeton.
Phaeton. The
Can't remember them now. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Helios.
Heli-
Helios.
Helios, yeah, they're another big sort of like rep one that they do. It's like, yeah, so I don't know. Some can be okay, but it's just the whole sort of.
I think living here is like puts a more negative side. Like, I mean, like I enjoy a yoke, like let's be honest. So
Well, that is another thing.
Yeah.
Someone asked us like James's view in agricultural
Yeah.
vehicles, so
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
enjoy a yacht.
yeah, I'm all about that. Like big Ricky diesels.
They are yachts, like.
Some yeah.
Although, like, you can't beat a fast diesel. Fast
Yeah.
diesels are fun.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you
A
can.
fast petrol.
Okay, beating it in the enjoyment sense, not the racing sense.
Well, my 325D was like rigged, and that completely turned me off it.
You didn't like that.
You don't like chuck and coal, like
Rolling
Just
coal.
wasn't for me,
rolling
like.
gold.
You guys like to
Wasn't for me.
smoke.
I told Big C that he wasn't allowed to park his car in our car park if it started reeking.
As long as it doesn't coo, you're fine. Like,
The cushions
Whoa,
absorb it
whoa,
all,
whoa,
so it's
I'm
dead
all
on.
about the
do you like the coo?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Reminds me when
You
I
know,
was
it's alright.
scrawny, I go, "Doo."
it's all right on some cars. Like your Jeep, like
Excuse me.
sounds well. It would do it, but because that sort of big diesel noise. But when it's like a Bora with like twin up sweat letterboxes, it's just like nah, bro. But
Yeah, because he says Timbo Slicey, nice username, Timbo, says think you need to tap into James's agriculture. Well, we didn't say that, but anyway, knowledge a bit more. We get teased with it in the vlogs every now and then. You do like to speak like a
a farmer.
not from now and.
Still enjoy it. Like, imagine having a wee tractor. Like, it'd be a good job, wouldn't it? just nipping down to the shops like a full John Deere.
Gaza was telling me a story the other day about him because obviously Stuart is our friend. You seen him on the vlogs is Gaza. He this iPhone charger is not working by the way. But anyway, he was driving down towards Island McGee in a tractor not too long ago, like a few years ago, and got to the bottom of that hill. You know where the road leads into Molly Wilson's. Past that into the Island McGee, brakes just give out on it.
On the tractor.
On the tractor. On the bottom of that hill. Massive hill.
What did
no
you do?
brakes.
Just
Jackknifed it.
Just-
Just absolutely slammed it in the left. Had a trailer on the back, so that would have counterweighted the front, from flipping, and just slid down the road, like with the wheel basically dug in the road and came to a stop. And there was two cyclists right in front.
I
Did he
don't
kill him?
expect any less from the man. Like,
oh well, yeah.
Jesus Christ, like. Imagine going in a tractor and you brakes on the tractor.
I love because like I sort of live in Cumber and there's a lot of potato farming done in Cumber. You sort of go down to like the Chinese or the chicken shop and there are just tractors everywhere. All the boys coming in and their tractors parked up in the curb getting their Chinese. It's quite funny. Like.
Sure once well, not once, a couple of times came and just like popped outside my house and he just had the full tractor like with the trailer and all.
Party
like,
hats and all going.
Oh, boy, you come down the shop.
it's the same thing with lorries. Like, I quite enjoy a lorry. Like, you
Right.
see one that's all done up proper. And it goes past straight piped and it's just
I
like.
love- Have you noticed though since obviously lockdown? Well, I don't know if you have, but around the back of my work is a Tesco's sort of depot and like all the trucks come in delivering, but they
Yeah.
just have just the straight pipes open all the time now because usually they drive about with them off and
Yeah.
you can turn them on and off, but like just everywhere they're like fuck it. Lockdown's on, just all the boys are they're like we are delivering the food, you're not gonna stop and it does sound good, like
Yeah. What about it? Not about the whole tan boot thing, like, but well,
they're
what, sorry?
boot cuts and
tan boots and
you can always tell on a night out, like you're like there.
I'm just waiting. See, after lockdown, Big C's coming in here in a checkered shirt.
big
little
belt,
Scotty jacket.
Right, lads.
Happening, sir.
cowboy hat and on, like.
I should cut him. You winning, lads.
Well, here I'm coming down the road going, boom.
You may sell me those Fat Fives back before you ruin that jet over that. Can't be done.
I wonder, I'm just looking through the comments, see if there's any other questions. James is awesome.
Is that a question?
Flip me, like, James is paying everyone off.
Well, apparently I've paid him off with goodies, like.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Oh.
That's the truth. He always like signs a wee note. Oh, James did your order, and all so everyone knows.
Yeah.
Kisses it. Sweet lipstick.
Absolutely.
Personal touch, like.
I just stopped the kisses
Rubs
since
it in his
COVID.
neck.
Like,
Smells like James.
Bit of musk.
Smells like
I actually wear all the clothes before you get them.
So they're not.
Yeah, a couple of lunges.
People are now like,
Couple of
if they're wearing
jumps.
shirts, going. "Ugh." That's why they're not folded in the packet. They're just like
Sweaty and all. This is not a true representation of what actually happens.
things have been lax since. James just here by his office or doing the office and I work back. Never mind. Pass that. Like,
I think that basically wraps us up anyway. And while we're talking about merchandise, which does not come worn and sweaty,
it's all.
if you do want to help support our channel, head on over to our shop, which is shop.ilbdriversclub.com. Again, we are all wearing the merchandise.
I do take really good care in the orders, by the way, and put my love and soul into them.
Sweat as well.
He did. He delivered this to me. Like, he's only standing there, but he still did. You know.
The personal touch. It's nice.
Exactly.
And of course, if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, give it a review. Let us know what you think of it, and it also bumps it up and lets more people know about it. Obviously, it's clearly a 5-star podcast. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Production quality as well today.
Well, the setup
Second to
today
none.
needed to be 5-star because
Normally I say 8 out of 10, but I'd go 10 out of 10.
5 out of 7.
You would
Perfect
go
score.
10. Unbelievable.
5 out of
Well,
7.
I'll
Perfect score.
biased
like.
because I'm on it, but
And yeah, if you want to head on over to YouTube and leave us a comment, because we always do a competition every single time. We're about to pick the winner from last time, but if you want to enter to win a prize on the next podcast, leave a comment on YouTube and a random person will win.
And don't forget to use our hashtag of ILB podcast to send in your yokes, and we will rate them.
Also,
Absolutely.
The
don't
more
forget
yokey, the better for me.
to leave James a really nice comment so
Yes.
that he can.
Please
then-
just compliment me and make me feel better.
let's
about life.
reverse this. In these comments, I want to see
Yeah.
some nasty stuff.
See, before
He's only on from honest. I just want to see people being slated.
I hate his hat.
Yeah,
I
but
hate it.
I didn't even want to be on this, and they made me do it. Like,
at the start, like the first 2 podcasts, I was enjoying it because they were all hate James Club, like definitely. Like they personally won. The first one was like James sucks or something.
but
James
now
is
it's all
shit.
completely flipped, and everyone's like, "Who is that guy?
He deserves it, absolutely.
Who's that guy?"
Here we go. Loading comments.
And James is
Ah,
Class.
didn't work
Is
because
that because it's a mobile one? Do you think? Bang bang. Try it again. No,
private
think
videos
you
cannot
missed
be
it.
used.
it's not a private video.
That's what it said.
You just talk amongst yourselves there while I do this here. Keep the viewers at home entertained.
Well, yeah, another thing just quickly before as well was queuing for shops. How are you feeling about that? When I was getting the beer today,
It's absolutely terrible.
it's dire. You just want to go in and get some beer. Like I say, that guy that I waited for the queue went in easily 6-7 minutes inside. I don't even know what he was doing.
He was testing those beers, testing those wines.
Must have been doing a wee sampling course. But like, you sort of would go in with knowledge of what you want. And I was like, what? Why is he taking so long?
Then if it took you so long to queue, you'd want to make sure you got the right one.
Petrol stations are the worst because
Yeah.
people just go in and do their shopping,
Spe-
and then you're like, I just want to go in and pay.
Yeah,
for
it
the
was
fuel.
like we
And
were
you're
saying
like,
the other day. If you're just paying for fuel, you know what you're there for. And
Yeah.
like, I was at one the other day, and there was one girl in the queue, and like a queue outside of like 15 people. It's okay because it's sunny now, but see if this continues into the rain. Oh boy.
into the rain. You don't want to be in Ireland in the rain.
Well, it's gonna happen in Northern Ireland.
Oh, here we go. I think we're picking a random winner.
Oh, we're doing it now. You want us to stop talking?
There you go. Get Toner on the podcast was his.
Johnny
his-
MCW.
Yeah, there you go, Johnny.
Johnny McWilliams.
You won the competition, so email us iwon@ilovebase.co.uk and we will send you out some free
Stuff.
stuff.
Pre-worn
I don't know what-
T-shirt
don't know
by
what it is.
James.
And that's basically it.
Do you pre-wear the socks?
Yep.
You wear everything.
Yep. I'm not meant to. I've been doing this all wrong.
All right.
All right.
That's basically it then. Thanks for joining us on the podcast, guys. It's been great to have you here.
Enjoy
Thanks
being
for having
back.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Tom.
That's all right. You're very welcome. Well, I know. Sorry. It's nice to see you, John. I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah.
And we
You
will
too.
see you in 2 weeks.
Yes. Well. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
well, we won't
Well-
see you. We won't see you at all. You'll see us in 2 weeks.
This will be on again in 2 weeks.
We're just trying to get the length up here a wee bit longer, and then
Long.
just hold
Here,
it
what's we man got to stop? What's going on? Like?
You got a wee Easter egg
Jimmy?
for the end.
Jimmy,
Shaun?
where we
You
at,
ready?
Jimmy?
Nothing.
Some
Nothing.
valuable
Surely
bit of
you're-
information that
you're
you
gonna
can
have
leave
something.
for the people that have hung
Do you
on
remember
this
that
long.
time that we convinced you that the Queen lived in where was it? Was it the Tower of London? or
That was Uncle
It's Big
Ben.
Ben.
Big Ben when we
Uncle
that
Ben,
was
I
that.
call-
Why did we not have that story? Like that was great. When we all went to London randomly, I curbed that wheel, and then we all went into.
You know, I saw he's talking about that, and I was on that side. I was looking at that wheel. I saw it happen.
So it's your fault.
No. I told you to stop. You were like, just keep her going.
That doesn't sound like me.
And I just watched it all unfold. Like, there's nothing I can do.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah.
But
That was the
yeah.
only time I've been to London as well.
And we told you the
Never
Queen
been
lived in
back?
Big Ben.
Nah.
Once and done.
We
is what
passed through in
Sean
a
always
car
says.
and then
Well,
we
he
left.
saw it all. Like there was not much more to
We
say.
did. We went Buckingham Palace and everything. We did a full loop.
That's all you need.
What more do you need?
I was happy
There you
enough.
go.
Yeah, well,
And that's it.
can't complain if you're happy enough.
Well, I can't wait to stand up off this red diesel pillow that Big
I
C
know.
sat me.
We're
so
all gonna get stopped
give
by
me-
the cops, and they'll be like, "You red diesel in here, do you?" And it's like, "No."
Just a pillow.
What was your quote, Sean? 30 mil all around.
30 mil all around.
30 mil all around. We'll catch you in 2 weeks before these guys start talking about something else.
Okay.
Bye.